Good morning. I thought we could do a little skincare together and catch you up on what you guys have been missing. Summer is summering over here. It's been full on, mama force stuff. We have our house ripped apart currently with our renovations that are happening. And yeah, there's a lot to catch you up on. So I just basically splashed my face with cold water, washed my face, and I'm gonna use my Typology Radiance Serum. This has vitamin C in it to brighten up your skin. I just use a couple drops. I'll let that sit in on my skin. Okay, so we've been swimming constantly, which is great because my two oldest now can swim. The one not so confidently, but they can both swim, which is really encouraging. And I think it's just exposure. They need to be swimming a lot. We go over my mom's pool. We have two friends that have a pond that we can go swimming at sometimes. And then also I'll sometimes buy a pool pass to the local pool, but we've just been loving getting wet any chance we get. And whatever's left on my hands I always just rub in. But I've been realizing that summer has just been slipping away and I haven't even done half of the fun things that I wanted to do, just because there's so much that needs to be done that sometimes the things I want to get done don't happen. But the other day I made time to go to my happy place in Lancaster City. It's our closest city. It's really cute. I like to park by the college and we just walk around. I used to do this all the time when I had one child. Admittedly, way more relaxing with one child, but we did it. We had fun. The kids played at the park. Love looking at all the pretty houses and the architecture, and just I love the hustle and bustle of a city. I always tell my kids it's like a Where's Waldo book or an I Spy book. It's like, what can you see? Oh look, there's somebody over there running barefoot. Oh, over there's the dog. All the different things to look out for, and it's just never boring in the city, that's for sure. And then the reason I did that was because I strung it along with Josh working in the city. We stopped in to see him, say hi to him. He was installing some windows at a friend's house. And we just got to see him at work too, which is always fun. We had a lunch break together. So I want to do that more, even though, our summer is slipping away. We'll have to still do that when the bigger kids are back in school again. Okay, my syrup is soaked in. By the way, my skincare routine is so simple, so minimal. I pretty much do like 2-3 steps. And I use Typology, which I've been using since January. I've talked about them once before, and I still have more updates to give you, but I wanted to let you know before we got too far into my skincare routine, which is like 3 steps, that I do have a discount for you guys. If you want to try out Typology, it is minimalist skincare. They don't put a lot of stuff in that you don't need. When you click on the link down below, you can receive a free Even Complexion Serum with 12% niacinamide in it with a purchase of $40 or more via the Typology Paris website. You definitely want to get your hands on this serum. It prevents blemishes and soothes post-breakout redness, and you'll notice that your texture looks way more refined and smooth. And you guys, you have to act fast. This is only good for 7 days. I'm about to use their 9 ingredients face moisturizer, which why do you need more than 9 ingredients? Let's be honest. And I love that Typology follows the European skincare standards, so it's kind of how I found them. That and their pretty packaging, I just feel like it looks so nice sitting on my bathroom counter. They have a couple different serums, but I like their Radiance Serum. When you put their serum on, it does kind of tighten your skin up a little bit, which is why I always follow it up with the moisturizer, which is what I'm gonna do next. You just need like a pea-sized amount. And this just like moisturizes, nourishes, feeds the surface layer of your skin. And it comes in this little tube here. So I just wait till my serum dries in and then I do the same thing and just smear this all over. My skin's looking great lately, guys. Also, the other night we were able to spend it outside with some friends celebrating a birthday.
my goodness, he's tap dancing on the tractor. What's a goat say? Sheep? Just licked your hand. He's delighted.
We have come to the conclusion that eating outdoors is the way to go with kids. If you're looking for a bunch of places to go with kids to eat outside, here's my list. Love these places. Just go get ice cream, it's cheaper, or you can get supper too, but just being outside, the kids can run around. You don't have to have them sitting and waiting a long time for their food to come. They can play and look at the animals or whatever, just while they're waiting for their food. So that is the name of the game with 4 small kids. They have more fun, and us parents have more fun as well. We'll save the fine dining for later on, which we'll get to that this evening. I only have one daughter, and so Evonnie and I always have tried during the school year, since she's away so much, we try to do like a mother-daughter date once a week. But in the summer, we haven't been doing that because I see her all the time. It's wonderful, it's the best. But we did slip away the other day to run some errands together, and she wanted to go to the library because that girl reads through books faster than I can get them in her hands. She has her favorites, of course, but I'm learning how to like monitor the books that she's bringing into the house. And there's been some learning curves. Any other moms that have readers, it's so hard to stay on top of everything that they're reading, but I'm trying. But yeah, we just got coffees and sat in the library and read books, and it was just such a cozy thing, such an easy thing. Like, it only cost us the price of our drinks, and even that was a optional thing. But sitting at the library together and just being cozy, reading books, talking about what we were reading, yeah, great stuff. We also, last minute on our anniversary, decided to go to the beach. My cousin texted Josh and he's like, we're going to the beach, do you guys want to come along? And normally I'm the one dragging Josh to the beaches around here because it's just a lot to do in one day. You drive 2.5, 3 hours to the shore, and then you turn around and come home again after the kids are done at the beach. It's a lot of work for the parents, but we had so much fun. We took a party bus, basically a Sprinter van we rented, and took down to the beach. And we literally, none of us wanted to leave. The adults didn't want to leave, the kids didn't want to leave, but we knew that we were gonna regret it if we did not. And so we eventually, I think it was like 4 o'clock, we packed up and headed home again. And yeah, it was just the perfect way to spend our anniversary, even though the kids were along, we were with other people. It was perfect. We had done that one other anniversary, just going to the beach, me and Josh, and I'm down with that. Give me a Jersey Shore beach over a Gulf of Mexico, Gulf of America now? What is it? Anyway, you know, like a Sarasota beach. I prefer the Jersey Shore just because of the waves, the vibes, the summertime. It's just so special. I just love the waves. That's not there in Sarasota, so we had the best time. Okay, we did spend a day at the farm, which we'll get into in just a second, but I wanted to show you my last step that I always do every morning. I do this multiple times a day, actually. I have Typology's Sheer Honey Lip Oil. Now, Typology is actually known for their skincare that also has light coverage, so they have a tinted serum that I have. They also have a tinted lip oil here, so it's skincare but with just a little bit of coverage to it. It's like 2 steps in one. They even have a mascara that has peptides in it. And a new find for me from Typology was their bronzing drops. I will use them in the morning. They have vitamin E and apricot extract in them, and I'll put a little dot or 2 in with my moisturizer, rub it all together and smooth it all over my face. It just gives you this beautiful instant sun-kissed glow. I just love it. There you go. Love my skincare routine at the moment. You should definitely try them out. So again, take advantage of my exclusive offer with Typology. When you go to the link down below, you're gonna get their Even Complexion Serum with 12% niacinamide with your purchase of $40 or more, with the link down below in the description box. It's actually really affordably priced too. I used to spend so much money just from stuff at Walmart that I didn't even put any research into, you know, years ago, and now I've come so far. I really appreciate Typology, and I think you guys would love it as well. One more update before we run some errands and do some baking, but I've also been doing green beans. So I had 7 packs in my freezer from last year, and I did 8 the other week. I'd love to do fresh green beans because they don't taste as good bought, and my mom has a garden space for it, so she'll plant the green beans, and then me and my sister and sister-in-law will take turns coming and picking. And so there's like 4 of us that feed our families off of her green bean patch. So the other day we went and I picked, and the kids ended the green beans, and I do my green beans a little bit differently than some.
a green bean, Baylor, baby. I'm doing green beans at my mom's place. Thank goodness for her kitchen since I don't have one at the moment. But I do my green beans a little differently than traditional. Like my mom would always either French them with her little French thing or chop them into like 1-inch pieces. I leave them long. I like to saute them in a pan with like olive oil and butter, garlic, salt, pepper, make it kind of like asparagus, so long is better. Also, they serve them long at restaurants, so I feel like they feel fancy this way. Although my mom's like, that's just the lazy way, which it is the lazy way. But I love it like this. I've done this for probably 4 years now. It saves a whole step. You don't have to slice them or cut them. And I need all the shortcuts because doing green beans with 4 small children, let's just say it takes a while. So anyway, I have 8 in my freezer from earlier picking. I have 8 in my freezer from last winter that we haven't eaten yet. And so we'll see how many we get today. So basically I blanched them with my mom's steamer and then I'm gonna put them in the freezer just to like flash freeze for a little bit before I bag them up into quart bags. I pack that quart bag full because my family's getting bigger, but we can still do 1 quart bag for a meal. So yeah, I'll let you know how many I get.
So I did get another 13 packs, so I probably should pick one more time or go to the produce stand and get more. Picking is definitely the most time intensive part. Is preserving green beans a Mennonite thing, or do you guys do that too? Let me know. And if you do, try out the long version. Just maybe do a couple packs and see what you think. And maybe someday I'll have the guts to keep the tails on, but I just can't serve green beans to guests with the tails on. It just goes against everything I've been taught, so. Green beans aside, my little garden has not been giving a ton yet, but we're getting into August here and it's gonna be ramping up.
Look at my basil. Oh my goodness. You guys even see how it's taken off? I need to freeze dry it or make pesto. Oh, I should make pesto. Oh man, that would be good. My cilantro is looking very... What, is that little berries on the cilantro? I've never seen the likes. Never grew cilantro before either. Pepper plants are amazing, but they're not very productive. Like they've given a few jalapenos, a few Hungarian wax peppers, some little babies coming in. And then tomato plants. Looks like we have 2 here, but they probably have the blight thing. But these back here, oh, they're like candy. Look at that. Oh my word. I'm definitely planting 2 of these next year. The little baby ones growing in.
Jumping in here the next day to show you the freeze-dried basil. It almost looks completely normal, just slightly shriveled up. Definitely doesn't look like dehydrated basil, but there's obviously no moisture content in it. I'm just crumpling it all up, kind of discarding the stem. Then I'm gonna fill this mason jar with this fresh basil. Oh, it smells so good. It smells like a pizza shop. Right out of our freeze dryer. I will link my freeze dryer down below with a discount if you are considering getting one. They're not cheap, but they're such an amazing tool to have. Use my code if you decide to purchase one. Harvest Right, which is like the OG, been around the longest, most reliable brand. And since they've been in the game so long, they can have like really good technology for a really good price since, you know, they've had done all this research long before it was a trendy thing. So yeah, if you like to preserve things and are looking for an easy way to do it, a freeze dryer sure is easy. Okay, since Josh was home flooring this morning, I scheduled some of my errand running for this morning. I'm currently at the Walmart pickup. I haven't done this in about a month. I usually do it about once a month. We're going camping this weekend, so there were some things I needed. And since it's a busy week, I decided this was the week for it. But we have a local lady. It's called the Egg Roll Lady. I think it's a whole team of people, but they're like Asian. Oh, I hate saying Asian because that's not specific enough. I don't know. Maybe Thai. I'm not sure. But she makes the
best egg rolls ever, and I got 3 dozen because cooking is a bit of a challenge right now. Anyway, I told my kids we're gonna eat these for like brunch. They just had a small breakfast. I got 2 large things of dirty rice. I got 3 dozen egg rolls, so hopefully we can have this for another meal tomorrow. Tonight, Josh and I are going on a date, so we went to eat an earlier lunch. Hello.
What's your last name?
Megan Fox?
Oh,
Yes, thank you.
what's that?
Thank you. So I've been doing intermittent fasting. So it's 10 o'clock. I can eat now. Let's break this apart. They're $1.50 a piece, or they're less if you order more of them. I just cannot. They take so much time, and they're just never quite the same. I gotta try this. They are still so piping hot. Yes, as good as I remember. Okay, now I'm gonna do something weird and run to one more grocery store. I don't normally do this, but I'm gonna go to Giant. It's really fancy, and I want to do a crudité platter, which is basically just a fancy veggie tray. Tomorrow night, my friends and we do something together once a month, and this month is an evening mom's only pool party. So we all signed up just to bring something different, and I said I'll bring a veggie tray. So I'm gonna go to the Giant food section, which has like all kinds of things. I'm looking for maybe watermelon radishes. That's gonna be a long shot. Edible flowers, endive, fancy carrots. And depending what they have, I might also stop at the local produce stand because I love like fresh local cherry tomatoes, things like that. If only my garden was getting more tomatoes, I wouldn't have to buy any of those, but we're not quite there yet. Oh my goodness. They have so many options of hummus. I don't even really like hummus. I've had one kind I liked, so I'm hoping I get another kind that I like. Maybe I'll get some tzatziki. Yum. Okay, this is the next day, and I just filmed a reel making this veggie tray. These are all the dips in the peppers. It looks so cute. I love the little checkerboard edge, like back and forth, green and red. You guys can hear Josh sanding over there in the kitchen. I love it. I think the best part is the purple pops from the carrots, and then the purple dip. This dip is so good and tangy. Go watch that reel and you will see all the details. So beautiful. This will look amazing by the side of a pool. Just got back from running all the errands. Josh is flooring. What do you think, Josh? It's looking pretty nice, don't you think? Oh, you want Mama to hold you? The lighting in here, I think it looks really good. It has warm tones and light tones in it. We have this in our bedroom upstairs, so we're pretty confident with it. And it's actually gonna run right into our laundry. How are the egg rolls, guys?
Yummy.
The baby's loving it. Mm-hmm.
No.
Till we finally found, standing in your presence now, torn apart and broken down. Even still we think we got it all figured out. Come and set our hearts on fire, wake us up with your desire. You're the one we're fighting for, our only hope.
Making s'mores cookies. It's basically a really chewy peanut butter base and then marshmallows and a little Hershey's bar on top.
but they're so soft. So I have to be very delicate with them, but nobody wants a dried out peanut butter cookie. I will put this recipe below. I feel like my friend really helped develop this recipe. She makes these all the time, and I'm like, well, I'm hungry for these this weekend. We're going camping, and sitting around the fire eating a s'more is great, but having a peanut butter cookie that kind of tastes like a s'more, just as good, even better maybe. I was asking on Instagram what else you guys enjoy me filming, what you'd like to see next, and so many people were like, just do a chatty baking content where we can just chat and like maybe make a good recipe or something. So welcome to Conversations and Cookies, I guess we'll call this segment. Actually, I didn't ask for questions, but a bunch of people were giving me questions. I was like, well, we can address some of these things. So we've been in and out of our house a lot this summer, just with like camping trips and different things. And we do have a couple of rental properties in the nearby town, but it's like a duplex and we have both sides, so 2 different families. But then also we have another small apartment attached on our property, and somebody was asking what are we doing with that, but we decided not to Airbnb. It's just a lot of work, and we've had really great renters. It's just been a really easy source of income. We send our kids to a private Christian school, and a lot of our friends will like raise puppies to fund that, or you know, have another side gig. So for us, the side gig is it's been nice to have the rental properties for sure. But yeah, we don't have an Airbnb or anything like that. So someone was asking. And then somebody was wondering how often Josh works, or what his hours are, because I often talk about him coming home from work, blah, blah, blah. Oh, these really spread out. I wanted them to be teeny tiny. So I was like, that's a great question. I would love to have you guys all answer down below. So maybe that can be the question for the video. If you're married, what are your husband's hours like? So if you look at a typical day for Josh, it's really not that appealing. He works long days. You know, he's up at 5 and he comes home around 5 to 6, somewhere in there, usually 5. And yeah, he works hard. He doesn't come home for lunch or anything like that most days. So if you just look at a day, it's like, wow, he's really working hard, you know? Children, the neighbors are moving their shed.
Come kids.
So yeah, a normal day-to-day maybe doesn't look that appealing, being your own boss, one-man contracting show, but if you looked at a normal week, I think it's a pretty appealing life because he's super flexible. Like, he can take off and work on his own projects. We can go on a trip. He can go golfing. Spring, summer, fall, it's all golf season. And so they often do like benefit fundraising tournaments and stuff, him and his buddies, which all happen to be my cousins randomly. Make it make sense. But yeah, he sees my cousins' husbands more than I see my cousins, I feel. If you guys know who Jana is from Honey, I'm Homemaker, that's her husband's one of his golfing buddies. So yeah, he really loves the schedule. He would love to see people more, talk to people more. Like, he really enjoyed his other job that he tried out for a year, where he got to have more like employee relationships and stuff. He had some good guys he was working with. But at the end of the day, you just can't beat that flexible schedule, working for yourself. Yeah, calling your own shots. It's really a priceless gig. So I don't know how long I'll do it. Like in the summer, if you ask him, he just wants to quit every day. It's so hot. Which this past couple months, he's been really going through it with his scheduling. It feels like every time he has like a deck scheduled or something, it's 100 degrees outside. And like this week, it's beautiful out and like nice kind of overcast, 75, 85. And he's in the house doing flooring. So sometimes the weather and the schedule don't always coincide. So that can be tough, especially, I mean, who voluntarily gets up in the morning at 4 o'clock to beat the heat to go work on a deck in 105 degree weather, you know? And like 90% humidity here in Pennsylvania. So I don't really blame him, especially when he looks and sees his brothers. A lot of them are truckers and stuff. So yeah, at the end of the day, I don't know. I think he's doing what he's really good at. I sometimes tell him that he should get his real estate license on the side. He just was over at our one friend, we're looking at buying a place. And of course they call Josh up, come look at it. Like, how much money am I gonna have to put in this so that it's livable, or if I wanna add this on or that on, how much is it gonna cost me? Should I buy this place or not? He does that all the time. And so I'm like, how perfect would that be if he could, you know, not only give them some construction advice, remodeling advice, but also just sell the place for him too. But that's maybe like 10, 15 years down the road, who knows? Okay, these are not as pretty as sometimes. I think next time I need to make them a little bit smaller, like a scant teaspoon maybe, because they really do spread out when they come out of the oven. But they're gonna be delicious nonetheless. Someone asked why I don't talk about current events, and that's just, I'm an escapist kind of channel. You guys know about the world. You are getting your news from reliable sources, hopefully. I have opinions, as do all of us. Are they always well informed? Not always, you know, so I don't want to go spread misinformation. But even more than that, even if I did feel very knowledgeable on a subject, I probably would create a different platform or a different channel to talk about that, because that's not why you guys are here. I mean, I have bad days, but I'm not filming those bad days. You know, I come on here to create cheerful homemaking content. I'll talk about hardships and stuff, but often after they're past, so that, you know, we can somehow wrap it up in a bow a little bit. So I do it for myself, but I feel like I also do it for you guys too. That's not why you're here. You guys are intelligent women that can go find all the information you need from a reliable source, which I will say, I will give one tip. Always pay attention to both sides of any argument, just to solidify your own position, because you're gonna look like a real doofus if somebody brings up a good argument on the other side and you don't know what you believe or how to refute it from, you know, like maybe a biblical perspective. So definitely don't get caught in your own echo chamber and only listening to people that believe exactly like you do, see the world exactly like you do. But yeah, this is not the place for that. And there's lots of things that happen that break my heart, that would break any mother's heart. But you guys know about that, and that's not why you're here. So is it a little bit of a cop-out? Possibly, but if I wanted to do that more full-time or more frequently, more regularly, I would create another platform either way. Someone asked for tips being a half work from home, half work away mom, and I actually have some, because I don't work away anymore, but I am I never know what to call myself. Am I a stay-at-home mom? Yes, but I also have a side gig too. And I would say you have the opportunity to be very focused in both arenas, and just don't let them bleed into each other too much. When you get the chance to be with your kids and to be a mom, like, be the best mom ever. Like, be there, be present, read them the books, play with them, teach them life lessons, discipline, encourage all those things when you're with them. And then when you're not with them, when you're doing your job, whatever that is, be fully there, be all in, do your best, be very productive with your time, make the most of every minute you have so that you can get in and get out and go be a mom again. I think it's when we're trying to do everything at once, like simultaneously, it's just not a good idea. I do my work hours when my kids are napping and they know mommy's working, and that's like my focus 3 hours, and then the rest of the day I'm not doing that, you know? I've done this, I've tried this already, like dealing with my manager or something, and the kids are like wanting to be pushed on the swing, or we're out and about, or we're sitting in the car waiting to go into the grocery store, and it's just never good when I let the two worlds combine too much. It does happen some, but that's my advice. Try to keep your two worlds compartmentalized, to be separate, so that you can be fully present and do a really good job at both. Josh, you wanna try a cookie? My husband is a rare one. He does not like warm cookies. Have you ever heard of the likes? He likes when they're cooled down. They're not as pretty as sometimes.
They're better cold.
I thought it was cold off. So you want it like out of the freezer, basically.
When it's cold, it doesn't like stick to your teeth. And the chocolate sticks to your teeth and stuff. And the marshmallow.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
It's delicious.
I like them out of the freezer too.
I like them cold.
Okay, well, I'll put the recipe on my website. It is very good, a little different spin on a peanut butter cookie, and so delicious, a crowd pleaser for sure. Okay, here you go. Later on, I'm about ready to step into the bathroom and get ready for our date night. I'm trying to pick out what I want to wear first though. What I'm wearing today, I will link this Amazon skirt down below. I love it, it's so cute. And the top even, I kind of like the top. I'm always reaching around at the neckline because it just feels a little bit too wide. Like it just kind of settles down there if I'm not careful. So that's why I have a top one underneath it. But I thought the print was really pretty. I will link down below where I got it, but I'm not gonna say the name of the boutique here, but I'm not ordering from them again. The shipping has just been atrocious. I fell for one of their July 4th deals, discount sales, and it's a whole month later and I still haven't even gotten one of my pieces in. And the other ones I had to beg and nag and email for, and it finally arrived. This top I'm really happy with. I really, really like it. And then for date nights, I will often wear black or like a really pretty dress if we're going somewhere fancy. Josh loves like long maxi dresses. Or I'd like to go with something a little more bold because it's just me and Josh. I'm not like trying to stand out in a crowd or anything, you know, at a family gathering or something. This is just me and Josh. So I was thinking about wearing this, which red is not my color. I rarely wear it, but there's something about red in the summer with a tan. And honestly, even though it's not my color, I'm a soft summer. I still think I look good in it in the summer with a tan. It makes my eyes look really blue. So I will allow it in the summer. And that's why I think the color thing is kind of bogus sometimes. Just wear what you want. But it came in from the same place that this top came from. After begging and pleading and nagging and whining, it finally came. And it's like very cheap Amazon quality. The sleeves are ginormous. So I would return it, except the return policy is not great. So this is why I shop at Inherit. I need to stick with the tried and trues where I know what I'm getting and I know it's actually going to arrive. But anyway, since I'm not returning it, I'm like, I need to wear it. So maybe I'll wear this tonight with like a black denim skirt. I love the little bow detail here. But yeah, other than that, I'm just going to, like, I don't really have any makeup on, but I probably will add some mascara and maybe top off my moisturizer just so I feel fresh and clean on my face. And I'm probably not going to recomb my hair this evening. I wasn't outside a bunch today and it didn't get blown around. Plus, we're taking my dad's Jeep tonight with the doors off. And my hair's gonna just get crazy till we get to our supper spot. So I'm not too concerned about the hair. But yeah, I'm so excited for a date night again. It's been months and this is like our little anniversary date. It didn't work to go on our anniversary. We went to the beach, like I said. And so now finally we are making it happen 3 days late. Josh is downstairs finishing up the flooring for the day. It's the same stuff that's in the bedroom here. It just looks a little different in the kitchen versus the bedroom. I thought I will need to show you how I've been keeping track for the last weeks. I show you at the end of every video how the kitchen looks at the end of the week. Every Saturday we see how much progress we made. But I've been trying to be faithful with showing you guys the progress at the end of each week. Things are moving really fast. First we have day 0, the day after everything was ripped out. That was the first Saturday. And then the second Saturday, which is technically after 1 week. So week 2 after the drywall, and now week 3 with the flooring in and the painting done. The painters are actually gonna be coming on Saturday while we're camping. I'm not gonna vlog that. I'm just there to relax. But while we're gone camping, they will be painting for us, and I'll put a clip here. This is what it looks like at the end of week 3. So come back next week and maybe there'll be a few things actually in my kitchen to show you, not just a shell of a room. So anyway, see you all in that video. I'm gonna get ready for my date night. Probably won't do any makeup really, except maybe some mascara and maybe top off my moisturizer so I just feel fresh and clean. Take advantage of that exclusive offer from my viewers. I think you guys will love Typology, and it just makes me smile every time I see it sitting on my counter. It's beautiful and it works amazingly. So check them out, and I will see you all in my next video. To wrap it up with the rest of our date night.
There's the Jeep.
Do you remember how to drive a stick?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like we're gonna be bucking up and down the road. When we were dating, he had a Jetta, a stick shift Jetta, and it was great times.